Hi guys, it's Rod from Rod Bland Agency, and in today's video I want to talk to you about Facebook lead ads and how you can use them to grow your mailing list, or even just to start your mailing list off from scratch if you don't already have one. It's actually one of the cheapest and fastest ways that you can use to build a mailing list up. Now before I get started, I just want to let you know about a brand new piece of content that's only just been released, which is my Facebook Ads Alchemy template. Now it's completely free to download. The only thing you're going to have to give up is your email address. It's 33 pages long and it contains 4 different ad types, and it walks you through the 5 different parts of each ad that you need to get right for them to be effective. It includes examples that we've used with our clients to great success. As I said, it's completely free. If you haven't already downloaded it, please go ahead and grab that. There will be a link to that in the description in this video below. And without any further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I want to cover is why you would want to grow your mailing list in the first place. Well, there's a few reasons for that, and some of them might seem obvious. Number one is a mailing list is a digital asset that you own. Nobody else can take it away from you. If anything changes with Facebook or Instagram or any other advertising platform that you use, you always get to keep your mailing list. But the great thing about email is that it caters for the fact that not everybody is ready to buy right now. So if you are emailing somebody on a semi-regular basis, even if it's just once a month, and when they first landed on your list they weren't ready to buy something, but you're sending them useful content every month or so, then at some point in the future they might be ready to buy, and you're the one that's right at the top of their mind because you've been in contact with them via email. So today I want to talk to you about my favorite way of growing an email list, which is using Facebook ads, and specifically Facebook lead ads. So I'm just going to jump over to the Facebook site and talk a little bit about what they actually are. So basically, a lead ad is like a form, but it's actually on Facebook. So when you produce a lead ad, you're not asking somebody to go off to a different site where they fill out a form. Everything is done right there on Facebook in the Facebook client. So as you can see in this example here, the name, the phone number, etc., everything else, when somebody clicks on the button to sign up, is already pre-filled for them. So the friction that's involved with this form is very, very low. And that's the reason why you get a high percentage of people signing up for the form. And in my experience working with clients, we find that Facebook lead ads are at least 2 to 3 times cheaper to run than an equivalent campaign, let's say, that's on your website where you're asking people to go from the ad to the website and then sign up there. Now I'm going to jump into a client account and show you an actual example of what you can achieve with Facebook lead ads if you do them well. And there's lots of different ways you can run lead ads. So you can do a lead ad which is, say, looking for customers for your wholesale business. Or you might be doing a lead ad which is to run a competition where you're giving something away to people in exchange for their email address. Or you might be providing people with a discount code in exchange for their email address. So there's a few different things that you can do. I'm just going to cover 2 methods today. Now with this particular client, we've been running a competition with a lead ad, and they're giving away $5,000 worth of product. Now the great thing about this is, as you can see, what's happened so far, this ad has been running for a little less than a week, and so far we've gained 4,690 signups at a cost of 15 cents per signup. So that in itself is phenomenally cheap. Now the reason why, or part of the reason why it's so popular, is that they're giving away $5,000 worth of product. But the other side of it is we've spent $687. We're giving away a $5,000 product, which is it's like a suite of products, like a package. But the lead ad has also generated sales. So as you can see, it's been responsible for $5,700 in sales. So it's pretty much been zero cost to the client to gain these 4,690 people. Now this ad is going to run for another 8 or 9 days till the end of the month, probably have about 10,000 leads. That's virtually cost them nothing. So the rest of this video is going to be about how you create lead ads, how you set the campaign up, the ad sets, the targeting, etc., so that you can then go and create your own lead ads to help grow your mailing list. Alrighty, so here we are over in my example ad account. So we're going to create a campaign from scratch just so you can see exactly the process that you need to go through. So we click the Create New Campaign button and we're going to select lead generation. Let's just give it a name. Now we've got 3 different levels of campaigns here. So if you're not familiar with the Facebook Ads Manager and how to create a campaign from scratch, I'll leave a link in the description below to a video that takes you through the basics for that. But for now, we're going to turn on campaign budget optimization, and the budget that you set is entirely up to you. I wouldn't recommend doing anything less than $10 per day for a lead ad. And at the ad set level, this is where we set up the lead method. So today we're going to be learning about instant forms. So we're going to leave that as selected. You also need to select the page that is going to be the one that you want to promote with your lead ad. So make sure you choose that. And if you haven't done this before, you will have to accept the terms, so it'll prompt you for that if you need to. We're not going to be using a catalog. Now, in my particular case, the default option is targeting within Australia. And as you can see, that sort of targeting is going to reach 18 million people. Now, what audience you should use is really going to be up to you. If you are wanting to generate more leads that are like customers that you already have, I'd recommend that you run with an audience that is a lookalike audience based on your existing customers. So if you've got 5,000 or so customers and you've got those in a mailing list, then upload that to Facebook and then generate a lookalike audience from that. I'm not going to go through how to do that today. That will be the subject of another video. And once that's done, I'll leave a link to that one in the description as well. But for now, I'm just going to leave the targeting open for the sake of this exercise. And I'm going to leave the placements as automatic and the optimization and delivery as all the defaults. And now we get on to the lead ad itself. Now, anytime that you generate a new lead ad, you are going to get some default creative that's going to be pulled from your Facebook page to get you started. So if you have a Instagram account, then you can choose that there, or you can connect one. The lead ads do work on Instagram and on Facebook. So if you do have an Instagram account, then I would set that up and take advantage of that. So let's get down to the ad setup. So we're going to create an ad, and you can choose either an image or a video. So for today's exercise, I'm just going to upload an example video. I'll do that now. So we click on add video, and I've already got a video uploaded here, which I'll select. Now, Facebook will often ask you whether you want to crop for different elements. I would leave it as it is. So now we've got our example ad where we're going to win a $2,000 holiday package. And I'm just going to pause this while I fill out the primary text, the headline and the description, so you don't have to sit through that. All right, so here's some example primary text. Win this insane holiday package worth $2,000. So we're trying to make this nice and spicy for people. Just fix that typo there. Accommodation, entries closed September 30th, a couple of emojis. The headline is going to be a $2,000 holiday package giveaway. And this is just an example ad, so we're going to use Really Great Site as the display link. And in the call to action, I'm going to use Get Offer. And that's the one we usually use with our clients. And it also makes it congruent with what's in the ad copy as well. So once we get down to the create form side of things, you see I've already got a lead magnet form for my agency. So I'm going to create a form from scratch instead of using that one. In the form name, I'm just going to give it something meaningful. So don't leave that as the default, otherwise it's really hard to find the correct form later on. So you've got two different types of forms, one that's more volume and one that's higher intent. I usually go with the more volume one, just because it's less friction for people when they're filling out the form. Now, we've got these different sections here that we need to fill out. So the first one is the intro. So you've got two choices there. You can use the image that's already on the ad, which by default will have pulled it from your Facebook page, or you can upload a different one. And in this case, I'm going to upload a different image. Now, as you can see, the recommended size is 1200 by 628. So you don't have to use that size image, but I'd still recommend that you actually create an image that's specifically that, because it makes it wide and it just sits at the top of the form. So let's use an uploaded image. And I'm just going to use an example image here, which is one I've created before. It's not the same topic, but it's just to show you how things would lay out. And that's done. So you can see how that 1200 by 628 image actually lays out behind there. So now we've got the greeting, the headline, and the description. So we're going to give a nice clear headline as to what they're actually getting to reiterate what's already in the copy there. And in the description, let's go with Really Great Site is giving one lucky person the chance to win a fantastic holiday package valued at $2,000. Now, obviously, you're going to adapt this for your business. Now, if we click the arrows at the top here, that just takes us through what each part of the form will actually look like. And then we just need to edit each part of the form here. So the next part is the questions. So we've got pre-filled questions here already, which are the email and the full name. And I would also recommend adding in the phone number so that you can contact people by SMS later. Now, this part in the description here is important. It's just to tell people what you're going to be doing with their information. So I'm just going to pre-fill that now. So here's the pre-fill information. The lucky winner will be contacted by phone if that's how you're going to do it, or email. And we may also use your information to email you our weekly newsletters and special offers from time to time. So adjust that to suit your business, but it's always good to have that in there because it shows up at the top of the form. And if we scroll down a little bit, we're going to have the privacy section. Now in here is where you would put a link to your company privacy policy. Well, that's actually not the link, that's the link text. So that link there, you would link to your, wherever your privacy policy is. And if you wanted to add in a additional custom disclaimer, you could do that there as well. So let's go back to the beginning and just have a look. So we've got winner $2,000 holiday package. We've got the background there. We're explaining to people what they're going to win. Grab their contact details, links to the privacy policy, and then we can also change this part in the completion. So you can modify that, and you can modify the description if you want to. You may also want to do something which I like to do, is stay on our Instagram page. So this is a way you can get a 2-for-1. So we could say, make the call to action button jump to Instagram, and then that's view website, and in the link there you can put your Instagram page. So I'm just going to put some invalid details in there, but you get the idea. So that's a way that you can have people also take another call to action right at the end. So we're going to publish that, and then I'll show you how the ad looks. So now that we're back in the ads manager, this gives us the preview, and we've got the different pages of the form there. So I'll show you how it looks as a link. So if we go to share link, oh actually no, we need to publish it first, don't we? So let's just, I'll just turn this off at the campaign level, and then I'll generate and publish the ad. All right, so that's published now, and we can now share a link. So let's copy that, chuck that in another tab. So now we can see how the ad will actually look in your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed, or however you want to preview it. So all that people will do is click on Get Offer. And as you can see here, see it's filled in my details already, so they can be adjusted as needed. And then you click on Next, and then you go Submit. So you can see how easy it is to submit that form and why so many people will fill it out compared to a form that you might need to go back to a web page for. So that's it. That's how easy it is to create your own Facebook lead ads to generate leads to add to your mailing list. So I'm just going to jump back to my website now. So that's all for today. I hope you found this content useful. As usual, if you did, please go ahead, click the like button and click subscribe so you can stay up to date with any new content that I'm putting out soon. I also want to let you know that my agency is a specialist Facebook and Instagram agency. So creating lead ads, generating warm leads or hot leads for your business is part of what we do. If that's something that you need help with and your budget is at least $100 per day, you'd like to talk to somebody about getting some help with that, we'd be more than happy to have a chat with you. There'll be a link in the video description below where you can click through our website. You can book a time in a calendar, have a chat with either myself or someone in my team about how we work. We can learn a bit more about your business, and we can fill you in on how the pricing works and how the whole process works, etc. So maybe we will end up working together someday. That's all for now. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.